Welcome to another video, Walk on the Wild Side, and I'm here in Blackpool. I'm just here on Central Drive, that Central Drive up there that runs towards the tower. Look at the view of the tower there, isn't it awesome? I'm just at the junction with Grasmere Road, and what I thought I'd do in this video is I'd take a look at the plethora of Turkish barbers that there are down here. Now, I know they're absolutely everywhere, aren't they? They've exploded all over the place. And I think that this particular section of Central Drive behind me, which is about half a mile long from here to the town centre, is where the biggest concentration of them are in Blackpool. So I thought I'd take a walk down here and see how many there are. Yeah, so I'm going to start here, just outside the Revo Library. Goes back to 1904, that building there, yeah. I'll just give you a quick look round. Cracking view of the tower down here. We're going to head that way, folks. I'll just show you around the side of the library. There's something I quickly want to show you before we start. So let's have a quick look round here before we start. So here's a look round the side, and there's the entrance to the gymnasium. Got judo on the door, martial arts. Yeah, I just wonder if that's what they're using it for nowadays. I don't know. Anyway, just here we've got a knife bin. Yeah, so I've shown this a few times before on the channel. Did they do any good, these things? I'm really not too sure. What do you think? You know, that one there, that big long section there is for putting machetes. Some of them have put your machetes in here. Can you believe that? Why would anyone need a machete? Anyway, we must carry on and see how many Turkish barbers there are down here. Okay, so let's have a count along here and see how many we can find. Oh, we can keep count because there's that many. My goodness, wait until you see. Not only that, but convenience stores as well. There's so many convenience stores along here. The first one is this big one here, Morrison's. That's one of two major chains. We've also got a Tesco Express. So that's the first convenience store. When will we see the first Turkish barbers? I don't think it'll be too long. We'll just slip across here. Got a corner shop there. That used to be a tattoo parlour. It used to be Retro Ink. In fact, I used to know the guy that ran it, Ray the Mad Tatter. It's now a dog grooming salon. They're everywhere as well, aren't they, nowadays, yeah? Vape shops as well is another one to mention. Sprung up everywhere. This place here is called Stage Box. It's been here a long time, actually. That's a good music shop there for all things music, I suppose. This shop here has been empty for a while. Massive shop, looks like it's used for storage or something. Haven Foods. I wonder what that used to be. There's quite a few shops along here that have been here for a long time. That one over there, Atherton's Carpets, they've been here since 1960, it says there. That's how long they've been established for. There's another convenience store there on the corner. Rustic, traditional, Romanesque. A couple of takeaways next door as well. Got a Premier store up there. So nothing but convenience stores so far. But here we have our first Turkish barbers. Look at that. Daisy Barbers. That's the first one, folks. Number one. Are you counting? Another convenience store here, Central Bargains. It's 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning, by the way, just to give you an idea of what time it is. Look at that place over there, Spiceland. Spiceland. You could say it's Spiceland around here. Now there are quite a lot of flats along here as well. You see the doorways to the flats. I tell you what, I don't think I'd fancy living around here, to be quite honest. They don't really look very appealing, do they? So I'll just show you where we are now. We're now at the part of Central Drive where the George Hotel used to be. Just over there in that space. Yeah, they knocked it down because the building was falling to bits. So they had to knock it down. Over there is Ibberton Court. Lots of sheltered flats for mainly old people and people with disabilities, that sort of thing. So we've seen one Turkish Barbers so far. Retro slots. Quite a few gambling places along here. What's this here? Central Property Management. Can't see any prices, but pretty much rock bottom around here. You can rent somewhere a flat or a bed sit around here for about 60 quid a week. You would have to share some of the facilities like the bathroom and the kitchen. I don't think I'd fancy that, to be quite honest, folks. We're not short on takeaways. Not short on takeaways. There's a vape shop. That's the first vape shop. I'm just going past the Revo Bar and Bistro. This place was open for a while and it was open all last year, but it appears to have closed down. Yeah. A little sort of micro pub there. Over the road we've got Central Mini Market. Oh, how did they do it, folks? How did they manage to keep these places going? Another one there, look. Nova International Supermarket, and just across the road from that we've got number 2. There's number 2, Turkish Barber. Turkish, Kurdish. Sorry about the traffic noise. There are some say that they're actually Albanian, some of these, you know. That's on the corner of Belmont Avenue. And just here we've got a jumble sale, really, isn't it? Look at this, look. It's interesting, that. Oh, number 3, folks, pretty much across the road. It's Kaz Barbers, yeah. Look at that. Yeah, so number 3 now, and now we've got a pawnbroker. Let's have a look. H&T Pawnbrokers. And they are just across the road from Nathan & Co. Pawnbrokers. There you go. We're not short on pawnbrokers here in Blackpool. Or Turkish or Kurdish Barbers. Is that another convenience store? I think it is, yeah. Betting shop.
Are you walkable mile signs?
I am, yeah.
Oh, I know you will.
I've just got clocked there by some fans. Got another one here. Is that number 4? And next to that we've got a vape shop. Well, looks like a vape shop anyway. Look at that there. Ooh. Some strange paraphernalia in there. Let's have a little look over the road. So we've got another convenience store here. Adam Market. And then we've got Ryan Market. So I'll tell you what, talk about Turkish and Kurdish barbers. I think it's a convenience store wonderland around here. And there's a Tesco Express. Getting closer to the town centre. So I think we're up to 4, aren't we? Let me know if I'm wrong. You do see some interesting things happening outside the Tesco Express here on Central Drive, yeah. Get the odd beer monster hanging around here as well, yeah. Looks like they're having a delivery. We're just by the old toilets at Bethesda Square. Bethesda Square, look at this, look. Look at the state of that, folks. I'll tell you what, they were pretty notorious, these toilets, you know. But then again, weren't a lot of public toilets notorious? Yeah. You know what the funny thing is? I got spotted by some fans back there. They actually came out of one of the Turkish barbers that I'd just walked past. They seem to be really popular with the youngsters, don't they? But do they actually do a good job? I've never been in one. Have you been in one? What was it like? What have we got here? Blackpool Towers Limited. Yeah, this actually used to be Terry's Carpets. Terry's Carpets, yeah. They've relocated. There was another carpet place called Mickey's as well, which also relocated somewhere else. You know, I've kind of lost count now, folks. I think we're up to 4. I'll put it on the screen because, to be quite honest, I got a little bit mixed up back there. I think we're up to 4. But we're going to carry on. Getting closer to the tower. We're almost at the junction with Palatine Road. Now, just up here is a lamppost with some flowers around it and football shirts, Walsall. A guy got murdered right here in summer 2022, yeah. And I don't really know what it was about. Apparently, he just looked at someone funny in a car. Guy got out of a car and just punched him, and absolutely shocking, isn't it? Some people are capable of, you know, just for... I think he was just admiring his car or something. It's unbelievable, isn't it? But some people will do. Can't look at people the wrong way, can you? Just over the road they've got Barrett's. The DIY there, that's been there a while. It's a bit of a notorious area at night round here, a bit of a red light area. But we've got a big one here. This is like this is massive, this one here. Look, the Beach Barber. They actually moved from a location a bit further up. I'll show you where they used to be. But the Beach Barbers, it is huge, that one. And I'll tell you something else about them as well. They're all really, really well lit, aren't they? So well lit. Just over the road there is a cigarette waste art gallery. And you see those steps there? Can you see there's loads of cans outside? Let's go and have a quick look, shall we? Yeah, look at this here. These are what I call the beer monster steps. Outside the cigarette waste art gallery. Look at this here, look. That's a sign of something, isn't it? This is where they tend to congregate, right here. On these steps here. Tony's Grill. So many takeaways along here. 5-star Polish food store. Looking into the sun there now, that's where I came from. We're just outside the King Edward pub here on Central Drive, just looking across the road where I was before. We're now at Reeds Avenue. This is Reeds Avenue that comes down. And I don't think we're going to see a whole lot along here, but I think there is another one just up here. We'll check it out, shall we? We're just outside the Central Picture Theatre. Look at this, we've got a blue plaque here. Built in it opened in 1913. Look at that there, look. I'll head across the road and show you a good view of it. Check it out, the Central Picture Theatre. Look at that up there. And by the way, all this is part of the new development. They're going to refurbish these buildings here, like this one and the King Edward next door. It's all part of the £300 million development which is going on behind. And this is going to be known as the Heritage Quarter. But anyway, we're going to carry on now. We're on the last section now. Here we go. It's looking a bit grim along this section, folks. Look at that there, look. The only shops that seem to do well along here are tattoo shops. There's another smoke shop there, if that's what you want to call it. They call them smoke shops in America, don't they? The sort of shops where you can get all sorts of get vapes and paraphernalia for naughty things that you're not really supposed to do. Don't do drugs, kids. Yeah, so all this section here is looking pretty sad, folks. We're just at the bottom of the King Edward apartments. I'll tell you what, the sun's getting really bright now. This is the King Edward apartments I was just telling you about, and it's part of the new development, the £300 million development that's going on behind. They're going to be doing all this up, but in the meantime, yeah, it looks a bit of a state. It's a mess, isn't it, with all these closed up shops on both sides as well. Look at this. Wow. What's going to happen with this? Okay, so I'm now in the car park just off Central Drive here, and this is where they're going to be doing the £300 million development here, which they've already started, by the way, because they built a massive multi-storey car park. And is this going to regenerate this area? I think that's the idea, but it's still a bit of a long way off before it's all complete. It could take up to 10 years before the whole thing's complete, and in the meantime you just wonder what's going to happen with all these shops. What are they going to do about these shops here? Because it's a real blight here in Blackpool, and it's not the only area that's like that. Here's a little look at this block here. We've got Gemini Blinds on the corner of Havelock Street. Straight across the road we've got the Stavonia. That was famous because it's where they found the A6 murderer, James Hanratty, in there. Yeah, he got collared by the police and then he went on to be hanged. We're not finished with convenience stores. We've got another one here, Cost Cutter, on the corner of Hornby Road. And just next to that we've got Central Tattoos. Oh, look at this, folks, we've got another one. There you go. I think that this is number 6. I hope I'm keeping count. If I'm wrong, I'll have to put it on the, I'll have to update it on the screen. I think we're up to number 6. And I think that that's it for this section. It's a lot, isn't it, folks? 6 Turkish Kurdish barbers along this stretch of a road in Blackpool, Central Drive. So there you go, that was the Turkish barber count here in Blackpool along the section of Central Drive from Grasmere Road into the town centre. I believe it's the highest concentration we've got of them in the town, but they're all over the place, aren't they? Let me know what it's like near you, and if you've ever actually used one of them as well, yeah. And did they do a good job? Because a lot of people say, oh, they tend to be empty and they're just fronts for, you know, dodgy stuff, money laundering, that sort of thing. What do you think? I'm going to put a news article in the description to some news story about them if you want to check that out. I'll also put a news article in the description about the guy that got murdered just down here. Absolutely shocking. Happened in broad daylight as well, yeah. So you can find out about that as well. Anyway, I hope you like this video. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.